Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed here and welcome to Did, a game made in Wolf RPG Editor as it goes through the following. A young girl had a special friend. This special friend lived inside a mirror. Although she would not answer why when asked, why even when asked, she was still a kind friend to the young girl, precious and irreplaceable. Then one day the special friend let young girl in on a particular idea. That idea, hopefully we shall see in the game in itself. I just noticed system. And I believe this is default in this engine. I'm going to turn my audio down on my end just so that the bloops don't break my eardrums basically. And let's start the game. My, oh my. Who's there with those teary ears? I'm also going to probably have to reduce the capture audio level as well because this is a bit loud on my end and probably your end as well. Hopefully that's better. Who's there with those teary eyes? And who goes there asking? My name is Aim? Aim? I am your friend. My friend. I've never known such a friend in my life. A young girl had a special friend. The special friend lived inside a mirror. Oh. Although she would not answer why even when asked, she was still a kind friend to the young girl. Gradually, and more than anything, her existence became precious, irreplaceable. Oh, Farino, there you are, crying again. Or have the memory of how we met brought you to tears? But I'll be surprised if it's not about a fight with Mummy. But Mummy's a bad guy. Taking away all Farino's snack. Was it about because you didn't do your homework? How do you... You can't hide it from me. I'd ask that you don't take your best friend so lightly. But even so, taking away the snack is still cruel. That's true. I do think that is a bit too much. Still, if you do your homework and tell her you're sorry, I'm sure Mummy would forgive you. Farino? Should have been Farino's... Okay. I'm cares enough to understand Farino. Way better than Mummy too. You mustn't say such a thing. Farino only has one Mummy in the whole world. Okay. Come now. I'll help too. Let's get your homework done. You can play games or anything all you like afterward. It's no use. You'll do fine. With me, you're all set for math and social studies. Even science is nothing I can't handle. That's not it. Farino's been scolded a lot up until now. So Farino has to be in the empty attic for a while. Oh dear. In that case, I have just a good idea. Good idea? I'll tell you what it is after you've already finished your homework. After you've finished your homework already. Got it. I'll go and finish my homework. Okay then. Alright, homework's all done. Farino even did it without Aim's help. Wonder what a good idea is all about. Guess Farino's gotta ask Aim. I know I'm not pronouncing the name correctly. Movements are with WASD, hopefully. They're also with the arrow keys as well, which is easy. What do we do? What do we do from the menu? And how do you even save? It's like there's no way to save the game or exit the game in itself. Maybe that's even not even necessary, as this game is presumably only 10 minutes long. The homework's done. Continue what you just said. Oh, good girl, Farino. See, you had it in you all along. The good idea is about the treasures hidden in this house. Farino knows about treasures. Aren't they guarded by a dragon? Those are treasures too, but I'm talking about a different kind of treasures. These are something precious. Something precious? To who? Well, to me actually. I lost them a long time ago. Were they important? Yes, very, very much. For 3 days starting from tomorrow, Mummy and Big Brother will be out in the afternoon, so I think this is the only chance. Really? Then your problem is in good hands. Farino will find them in a flash. Elm will be happy if they're found. Farino's happy when Elm's happy. A simple good idea. There are 2 of them, Farino. You're a darling. Yes, ma'am. Alright, Farino, get back to the attic for the day. Yes, sweet dreams to you. I have no idea what's going on and why I can't save. The first day, Book and Ripple. For what I'm said, for the next 3 days counting today, the others will be out for a while in the afternoon. Farino will definitely find the treasures and get praises. Ah, this is how you save. But still doesn't opt on how... It's like the menu doesn't really make any sense. I think by default the only way to exit the game would be to just click the close or the X button on the top right. Important note on searching. Okay. This game has a limit to how many times you can search. That limit is 4 per day. Whenever you hit 4 search counters, you will be forced back to this room on the next day. Examining a book will add 1 point to the search count. If you then read the book, it will be 2 counts total. Backing out does not change the 1 count, so please be mindful in your search. As the days go by, there may be changes to the rooms, so you will need to be thorough with your observation. You can also choose to talk to Arm, she give you hints on puzzle solving or the whereabouts of the treasures. However, talking to Elm will add 4 search counts. May you use discretion on when to approach her. When you have nothing to do or want to progress more quickly, once you have come out of the starting room, you can climb back the ladder to begin the next day. Going in and out of the rooms does not count as a search. Neither do places that says you can't enter. It pays to memorize where it actually counts as a search. So you say that going through rooms don't count, basically. P.S. This book never adds to the search count. By all means, read as much as you like. Oh, well, thank you very much. City one. Okay, so that's going to be my default save point. Okay, so you're going through doors, doesn't count. But searching stuff like books and... I forgot what actually adds 2 searches. I know that talking to Ima adds all 4 points towards the search count and you only have 4 per day. Like, what does this even mean? It doesn't make any sense. Supposedly it acts as like the menu so that you can go and save at some point, but it doesn't really make any sense. I'm not going to interact with those smiles just in case they act as a point. I'm literally working with bare bones here, and I don't want to do anything. This way goes to a place for work. Mummy said not to go in without business. Right. If you say that interacting with bookshelves count towards 1, then maybe it's not a good idea to actually interact with bookshelves in the first place. Treasures. On how many days is it? 3 of them? So we only have a few opportunities to actually search for treasure. The flashlight Mummy brought, so Farina can go to the toilet alone at night. Still doesn't mean anything though. Drawer. Pair of velvet socks and hankies with fancy decoration. There's stuff that Farina's never seen before. Found ashes. What a fancy item to get towards. Unsure. But I don't think anything else would be in there, so we've already searched 3 times. Mirror? Unless it's something else, but I believe that is a mirror. Yeah, but runtime of 10 minutes is little. Not plausible at all, actually. Let's see. Okay, the table doesn't count, so that's okay. Lots of shiny stuff are lined inside. Farina don't know what they are though. They'll be home soon. Gotta get back. Yeah. So no treasures on day 1. The second day, sleeping. That. Okie dokie. Today's second day. Right. I won't be saving from this point onwards, mainly because it's just going to be the case where, okay, you said things are going to change, but I don't think anything has really changed at the moment. Where to search? Mummy likes blackish things. Guess that's why a lot of her hankies are black too. Okay. So posh. This is a bit of a limitation. I'm not gonna lie. And nope, not the bed table. What if it's each specific tile that you have to? Okay. Glad looking out the window doesn't count towards your search count. This is Mummy's important paint thing. Yeah. Mummy said not to tell, that she got it from someone. Yeah. Yeah, this is not going well. The third day, her voice sounds lively. Okie dokie. Today's the last day. Leave nothing left undone. Yeah, we've only got 4 decisions to make. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Ugly, okie dokie. You see, nothing's changed. That's the problem. No. This is not good. Yeah, we didn't find any of the treasures, unfortunately. They just were nowhere to be found. Let's go report what Farina's got so far to Elm, which is nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a very, very bad outcome for this. Or maybe Ashes is one of them. No idea. You know what? Farina only found one of them. I see. But Farina's definitely going to find it. So please give Farina time. You see, Farina, I like you. I like you very, very much. That's why I've always cherished you. I've comforted you when it's sad. I stayed by your side when you cry. I supported you in dire times. After all, you are daughter to be. You're a daughter to the darn person who traps me here. I actually could have done this at any point in time, but it would appear that I, being here for far too long, had unfortunately grown fond of you, and I even let you live just because of that. However, that's all coming to an end now. Since I've confirmed that his mementos are in this house, I'll just go find them myself. Huh? Goodbye, Farino. I loved you. Well, then, now that I've finally come out of the mirror, once I've done finding his keepsake, I wonder how I should hand that woman. Okay. Ending 2. Where are you going? Where is one going? Did. So I presume that it could be the case where for ending 1 you can't find any of the treasures, and probably a third ending where you have to find all the treasures, whereas the second ending is you have to find only 1 or a few of the treasures. Thank you for playing! Thank you for making the game. It's a little bit of a hide and seek or a search game for that matter, with only a tad bit of mystery involved at the same time. We've played this tale, except I did not find any of them, but that was on purpose actually. But I've only found 1 of the 4. What punishment lays today then? I'm sorry. Farino did not find anything. That's alright. It isn't like they were that important. But off you go now, before Mummy gets back. Okay. A different outcome. From that day on, no matter how much the little girl called, her friend never revealed herself ever again. Ending 3, Lost Friend. So that's ending 3. Ending 1 must be a good ending then. After coming back, and as you notice it's completely dark now by the webcam, it's actually been a lot of time that's transpired since I've been able to find everything that I need in order to get the first ending of the game. And one of the things that you find in this game is actually really badly explained, but I'll come to that when day 2 occurs. So, day 1, the only thing we can find is the ashes that we've seen on beforehand. So on day 2, when we get to there, it's just basic. Hang on, let me just read. Okay, yep. And then don't read. Okay, yep. So on day 2, on Sleeping Poison Snake, I don't know what each of these days is actually supposed to mean when it comes to like the little subtitles. The second day of them, the bit of wording on that. And then you need to go down here and then go into the Big Brother's room, where we have here, there's a lock on the book, looks like a type that opens with the correct number. Now you check the table, there's some sort of formula written on the desk, probably by Big Brother to keep himself from forgetting. The number is box G question mark box H should be the answer. What the hell that's meant supposed to be, only somebody probably who has a PhD in algebra / advanced mathematics could probably understand that. Or maybe even someone from A-level mathematics who has an understanding of this would be able to explain what the hell that is. And then this part, which has absolutely no sense to it. So, box plus box equals 2, box at mark box plus box equals 1, box plus box equals 0, box at mark box plus box equals 2, and then after you put those 2 together, I imagine that's going to equal the bottom line, box plus box equals box H. This formula is not only very poorly explained, but unmanageable unless either you know these sort of equations, which 99% people probably wouldn't, But also at the same time, it's probably going to be something which can only be acquired while looking into the script/engine itself that the game is made in. So if anyone out there knows anything about Wolf RPG Editor and knows how to define what the box is and define what the at mark is within this equation, please let me please let me know down in the comments below. But you can see that you can put 2 different inputs in, and that's not it. But there's also the case where you can put a single input in, and it opens up. Why have it so that you can put 2 digits in, but yet the answer you only require to put 1 digit in? Not only is that illogical in real life, because if you have 2 digits that you need to input in, and 01 would be incorrect but 1 is, then the second value would be ill. It wouldn't be possible. It would be unvoid or something like that. We'll be home soon. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot to read it. This would be something which you cannot make any mistakes on, so if you mistake even once or observe anything else even once, then you're not going to be able to read this book while inputting this in, because for some odd reason, inputting the code in takes away 3 of your search points. Imaginary friend. Read it most certainly. A phenomenon mostly occur in only child or the firstborn between the age of 2 to 4, often gone by the age of 8. A child who has an imaginary friend has rich imagination. Some even take it as a sign of intelligence and creativity. However, depending on the child themselves or the condition during their youth, the symptom can manifest differently. They'll be home soon, gotta get back. And the last one is within the mother's room. The 3rd day, her voice sounds lively. And if you don't manage to find anything within any of the 3 days, then talk to the lady behind the mirror and she'll give you a bit of a clue. So the first one would indicate about the days changing. The second one would be about inputs of one colour being one number and the other colour being the other value. Something like that. And then on this day it would be something like if it's within a bookshelf or a wardrobe or a drawer. So next case, so we want to go here, and this can only be activated on the 3rd day. There's something between the books. Cool. Found letter. And also, if you can notice that on the 3rd day, this stool is moved and there's nothing inside there. But also as an observational point, on days 2 and 3, this stool's been moved. Hence why we could solve this on day 2. And you could solve it on day 3 as well, but unfortunately if you read the book then you won't be able to get the other piece of treasure that's on the right side of the place. So other things just to take into consideration, regardless of which day it is, you can't go through this way. These don't change at all. Okay, they'll be home soon. So we've got both the treasure pieces. And a bit of confusion on RPGmaker.net is that the developer says that in order to get the best ending you require 4 pieces of treasure. But actually that's incorrect, because ending 3 requires no treasures, ending 2 requires only one of the 2 treasures, and ending 1 requires both pieces of treasures. Both treasures, sorry. So let's just do this then, shall we? Armin, friends found them. Oh, Farino, you actually found them for me. Farino searched really hard. Are you happy, Eamon? Yes, so happy I'm at a loss for words. These are keepsakes of someone important to me. Something I've been treasuring for a long time. But these are Elm stuff. How come they're in this house? You see, I'm actually a bad demon. Huh? By bad you mean how bad? Well, really, truly bad. That bad? That bad. But Frida likes Elm, so that's not a problem. Oh my, I'm very glad. Is it because Elm's a bad demon that Elm can't come out of the mirror? Why, yes, that's exactly it. But Elm's so kind-hearted. It's so sad that Elm can't come out of the mirror. It's alright. I've done a lot of bad things in the past after all. I can't tell you the details though. Not until you're older, that is. Farina knows about it. It's what they call Vixen. Again with the white blocks. I think the meaning is a bit off there. More importantly, just where did you pick that word from? It's a secret. My, such a handful, girl. After the little treasure hunt, and until the little girl was all grown up, the special friend was always there by her side. For the little girl, the time she had spent with her friend was no doubt the most wonderful time of her life. Nah. Ending one, their happiness. Unfortunately, for the second day, that puzzle, I was the complete contrary of happy. Author, I don't know how to pronounce that name actually. Materials used as it says here. And everything's the same. Okay, so this is quite a sweet little game, to be honest. But the puzzle on the second day, the clue given to you was just no. Unless you know what the symbols mean, unless you know what the white boxes mean, unless you know what the @ symbol means, then actually for any casual player of these games, it's impossible to solve. And I wouldn't be surprised if other people actually find it an impossibility to solve the puzzles in themselves as well. Oh, I forgot to confirm that. So, anyways, folks, that's Did. It's actually quite a casual name to just put in Google. So, if at any point then it's really hard to try and find this game by just typing Did in Google, then obviously you're just going to get the definition of the word Did, or something which is an acronym of DID. I'm not too sure about that one actually, to be honest. But anyways, folks, this is Did. That is all 3 endings of the game. Sorry, those are all 3 endings of the game. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. And take care of yourselves.